Hello, Michael. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Uh-huh.
Can you hear
Okay.
me all right?
Yeah, I hear you well. Uh-huh.
Awesome.
Michael, that's
Yeah.
the honor for me to have you here. Really, I am so excited. And this
Well,
is this is the best reward for me since I started learning English. And so,
uh, so you are not an English teacher, is that right?
yeah, I am still not an English teacher, but I hope to have to take students, maybe nearest future. Mhm. Michael, your picture is frozen. Oh my gosh. Родная, что там с интернетом?
Oh, Aries the host now. Are you back?
Hello.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
I'm back. So
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
My
Your internet upload
crashed.
speed is a
Yeah.
little bit slow, maybe. Yeah.
No,
That's
my
okay.
internet completely crashed. But
Oh no.
but I have deal with situation. Uh-huh.
Yeah,
And
okay, good. All right.
I switch on to another road. So, Michael, this is the best
Yeah.
reward for me since I started to learn English, and so I am very excited. Please introduce yourself.
Okay. Yeah, well, I am an English teacher. I'm from Brooklyn, New York, but I don't like the winter. So for the last 10 years, I have been moving to Indonesia every winter. So
Wow,
I spend about, yeah, 6 months of the year, 6 or 7 months of the year in Indonesia. It's getting less and less, to be honest with you. Last year, I only spent 3 months back in the US. So
that's
I
great.
spent 9 months in Indonesia. And I think this year I'm only going to go back for 2 months. I think I'm going to go back to the US for like June and July.
Mm-hmm.
The rest of the time I'm going to stay here in Indonesia. I like it. I like it more and more, you know,
Wow,
and now that I'm fluent in the language, and I've got a place here, it's just, everything is easier now. You know, once you spend a time away abroad, it's a little bit hard at first, but
hmm
I've been here on and off for the last 10 years, so
I got you. Uh,
feels like home.
Michael, that's very pleasure for me to hear that you are in Indonesia now, because I have the best friend living in Indonesia. Her name
Okay.
Annie, and unfortunately, right now she is working and she couldn't join us. But I hope to
Okay.
have her in our next chat if you let us. If you
Yeah,
invite
absolutely.
us.
So I wanna tell you, I just posted this on my web chat or web talk. Sorry.
Mhm.
What I'm going to start doing is offering a free one-on-one class like this
Wow.
to anyone who joins my. I'm doing group classes now for free,
hmm
right? Like
hmm
live classes with groups. Now, if you can get 10 of your friends
Wow.
to join a lesson, and they follow my YouTube account and follow me on web chat, I will give that person who brought their 10 friends with them, I will give them free personalized one-on-one English lesson. Yeah, like
I
this.
will bring
So
100.
I'll give you 10 free lessons. If you bring 100 people, I'll give you 10 free lessons.
Okay.
But
Thank
here's
you.
the catch.
Mhm,
They must follow me
mhm,
on WeChat, Webtalk and
mhm,
YouTube. That's
mhm.
the catch, right?
Uh-huh.
Not only join the live class, but they must also follow me. Yeah?
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. All
Uh-huh.
right.
I will
Yeah.
try. I will do my best. I will do my best.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Uh,
It's all right.
Michael, That's fantastic news. And let me show my friends how looks like your channel. Mm-hmm.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Uh-huh.
I
Let
don't
me.
have much on it, to be honest with you.
Uh,
I joined it yesterday, you know? I
mm-hmm.
joined Webtalk yesterday, so it's all new for me, right?
Wow.
This is my YouTube. This is my YouTube
Yeah, yeah.
channel.
Here's
So here,
your
you
YouTube
can
channel.
see, yeah, this
Mm-hmm.
is, I've only got 3 videos on there. So you can see I just started all this. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
setting stuff up now so that people outside of China can see.
Mm-hmm.
Most of my students are in China, right? So
Wow.
if you watch this video, this can and can't
Mm-hmm.
video there, that's a live broadcast that I did in China. And there were, I forget the number, that was, I think, my first one, right?
Mm-hmm.
And in that live broadcast, I had more than 10,000 viewers in one
Wow.
class.
Wow.
10,000. Now,
10,000. Oh, that's
yeah, all in
fantastic
China.
number.
But
Mm-hmm.
there's no YouTube in China, right? So
Mm-hmm.
you can see, like, look at my number of views here on YouTube. Like, I've got 6
Mm-hmm.
subscribers and 12
Mm-hmm.
views, so it's
Yeah, yeah.
nothing. It's nothing, right? So
I.
I'm
Uh-huh.
building it up, and hopefully that'll get bigger. That'll grow. There's a market, I think, in Indonesia, and I don't know. Where are you from? Russia? Is that right? You're on Moscow time? Are you in
No,
Russia?
I live in Russia, but I
Yeah.
live in the southern part of Russia, in the Elista,
Okay.
Republic of
Yes.
Kalmykia. Hmm.
Good. Maybe there's a market in Russia as well. If you share my information to people, I would be very grateful to you for
Hmm.
that.
I will do
But
my
I will
best.
be posting more and more. This is just brand new, right? Like,
Hmm.
as you can see, 2 weeks ago, I opened my YouTube account, and
Hmm.
2 days ago, I opened my Webtalk account.
Hmm.
Um, so I
Wow.
will be putting stuff here,
Hmm.
you know, I hope to put something every 2 weeks, to start. And then if I get a little better at it, I'll try to post a new video every week, one new video every
Wow.
week.
That's great. I've already watched 2 of your videos, just short of your videos. I,
Okay.
mm, I'm very impressed. Did you
Oh, thank you.
have you made it by yourself?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I've made,
Fantastic. That's
yeah, these are
wonderful.
things I
So
made, and
interesting. Mhm.
yeah, thank you, thank you.
Really.
Um,
I recommend to every my viewers, to every my followers on WebTalk and Facebook, subscribe to Michael channel, follow him,
Thank you.
share with his videos. It is really,
Yeah,
really interesting.
good, good. Thank you so much for that. Um, I'm new to Web Talk, but you seem to know a lot about it. So do you mind if I ask you a few questions about Web Talk?
Oh, of course, with
Okay.
of course.
So if you go to Web Talk, is it possible to upload video onto Web Talk, or must you share, like, your YouTube link? Is that the best
Yeah,
way to do it?
yeah. Only just by link. Mhm. But
Mm-mm-mm.
maybe in future they said that maybe it would be possible to upload and make live stream. I don't know exactly, but who
Mm.
knows? WebTalk actually is just a baby.
Yeah, right.
If we
Yeah.
compare with Facebook, it is a new one, and so it is. But
Mm-mm.
it grows fast, and we all hope that not only hope, we are doing all
Yeah.
the best what we can, and
Yeah, to
mm,
help it grow, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
to help it
Not
grow,
not
of
just
course.
hoping, but actively
Yeah,
participating. That's the
actively.
key, right?
Yeah, exactly,
Yeah,
exactly.
right. So yeah, I like the concept. I mean, this has been the problem. This has been the criticism with, like Mark Zuckerberg. Like, how many
Hmm.
billions of dollars did he make
Hmm.
off of our data?
Yeah.
Off of my data and your data. Everybody who's got a Facebook page, and
Hmm.
and I'm not getting any of that money back. So this idea that there's a social media platform out there that's willing to share profits
Mhm.
is just a really amazing situation. And I don't know if it's really going to take off the way that I watch some videos on YouTube, and they're just
Mhm.
giving these astronomical projections, if you get so many people to sign up, even if they're making $0, in 10 years from now, you're still going to make like $2,000, $3,000 a month. Like, I'm not going to get my hopes up, because, every time something new comes out, it seems like it's the next best thing
Mhm.
until, it isn't, right? But so only time will tell. But one thing that makes me feel positive about it and hopeful that it actually will work out is it's a completely different vibe. You know what I mean by vibe?
Wife.
Like,
Uh,
like personality, like a vibe. We call, in English, we say it's a different vibe.
mhm.
Like a different type of personality. Like,
Mhm.
for example, on Facebook or on YouTube,
Mhm.
there's a lot of haters.
Mm.
There's a lot of
Yeah,
people
yeah,
who
yeah.
post, more than 50% of the comments are going to be critical. They're
Uh-huh.
negative.
Mm.
And then another half of the comments are people arguing with you. It's not even about your post. It's other people arguing with each other about
Indeed.
something somebody
Mhm.
else said. And it's just like, man, these people have way too much free time on their hands to be to be I don't see that on Web Talk, and I hope, that it doesn't turn into that.
Mhm.
I hope that this idea that we're here to share and build, and that the company is sharing profits with the users, that will continue to have this sort of friendly, almost like a family uh,
Exactly. Mhm. Yeah.
feeling to it.
Mhm. I since I've joined to WebTalk and started to be active, I've immediately get this atmosphere, kind
Yeah, yeah,
atmosphere. I am
yeah,
so impressed. Wow,
yeah.
how, how it is possible? Now, for example, uh, uh, I came across to the link for a Zoom chat and I joined there, and I was surprised. There were four native English speakers talking.
Ah, wow.
So,
That's it. Yeah.
wow,
I think
it
there's a
was,
lot more now. There's many more now, I think.
yeah, yeah, yeah. They gathered tools, and uh, right now it is not surprise for me to see in the chat um,
Hmm.
American, British man, and it becomes so common, and it becomes so common, and I was very mm, uh, excited that how it is so easy to improve uh, our skills and to practice. Uh,
Oh,
Besides,
you find that there's a
yeah,
lot of opportunities for you to
ex-
speak English with people
exactly,
on
exactly.
Web Talk. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. Good, good.
That's
I'm
fantastic,
hoping that it
fantastic.
will also be easy for me to find students. It's a really
I am
good
sure.
situation.
I'm
Um,
sure.
it's a win-win situation. Like,
Exactly.
if you can start to earn money from the platform,
Hmm.
then it's an opportunity to offer
Hmm.
free lessons to people
Hmm.
online. You
Hmm.
see? And so this is a win-win situation for the
Exactly.
student and the teacher. So
Uh-huh.
I'm very hopeful. YouTube is very, very difficult to monetize, right? So there are a lot of rules and regulations about it. So
Hmm.
in order to monetize your YouTube channel, you need to first have a minimum of 1,000 followers, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
So
Yeah, yeah.
that's already really difficult to do,
Hmm.
because YouTube limits the number of people who you can actually follow, right? So people don't want to just follow everybody to help each other because they don't want to waste their follow. They're only given a certain number that they can follow.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? So
Yeah.
you can't follow like 100,000 people. They don't let you do that. I think you're only allowed to follow 20,000, which sounds like a lot. I mean, it is a lot, but if everybody were following everybody else, you would have a lot more than 20,000 people you are following, but you would also have a lot more followers. But I have not been able, I mean, it's only been a few weeks since I've opened my YouTube channel. Who knows? Maybe it'll take off after this, but you really need to have millions of views on YouTube before you can make any money, right?
Yeah, right.
And then the annoying thing for the viewer watching your video, the way that you get paid is by placing advertisements in your video. So you watch the video and then it's like, like some stupid, video about a Korean pop band or some hair product, and none of which I'm interested in. And I've got to like watch it for a few seconds and then skip and then get back to the video again. And some people add a lot of those advertisements in their video, depending on how long it is. So also, you cannot monetize short videos, like a 2 or 3 minute video on YouTube. You can't monetize it. It's got to be, I don't know, at least 10 minutes or something like that. I could be wrong, but there's a minimum time limit.
Yeah,
So none of that,
I understand.
on Webtalk, right? My understanding of Webtalk, like that's not the way it's set up. It's just profit sharing based on clicks and ads and views, not on commercials that are embedded into the middle of your video. So totally different concept. I like it.
Yeah, actually, I wasn't interested about monetizing on YouTube, but from your explanation, I understand how it is difficult. And so Webtalk, regards to it, Webtalk is totally different. And so everybody, every user have opportunity to earn just from moment as he enrolled to the AdWords program. And so
that's right.
Fantastic. But even though I understand that personally for me to earn money through Webtalk, it is really difficult. But I know that for English, native English teachers, it is great, big, how to say, opportunity and I forgot how to say it. So, because every native speakers, native English teachers will attract a lot of students to being able to be in touch with them, to follow them, and besides,
I hope so.
Besides, auditory on Webtalk is very active. I impressed. If we compare to users on Facebook, it is so passive. Because what was when I practice English through Webtalk, I've always typed in messaging to my friends and with asking, would you like to practice with me? And maybe 1 of 10 will agree, but it wasn't sure. It wasn't sure. So, but to find English partner on Webtalk, it is very easy. I just put there my link, Zoom link, and so I'm just sitting in front of the camera in front of my PC, and so they will come. They come by itself.
Uh-huh.
It's very
Okay, okay.
impressive. And
Nice, nice.
yeah.
Well, I'll invite you to please leave messages on my comments, or rather
Mhm.
on either WebTalk or on YouTube. Leave comments
Mhm.
about what would you like to practice in English.
Mhm.
So, for example, is there any specific thing, like a topic, like I want to practice talking about food, or
Mhm.
I want to practice talking about movies, or what do I say if I go to the dentist or a doctor, in
Mhm.
English?
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, like a topic or some grammatical thing, like I want to practice, like verb tenses, or
Mhm.
modal verbs, or can or can't, or
Mhm.
phrasal verbs, or anything.
Yeah.
You let me know.
Mhm.
You
Thank
let
you.
me know what
Thank
it
you.
is, and
Mhm.
I will start to make shorter videos. That video that I've got on YouTube right
Mhm.
now is
Mhm.
a 30-minute long class. So it's
Mhm.
quite long. It's a
Mhm.
whole PowerPoint presentation. But what do you think? You're someone who's trying to learn English. Are you interested in, shorter videos, like say 3 minutes or 5 minutes long, about, like me talking about a topic, so that you
Of
can learn
course.
about it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
very
All right.
interested because I, uh, as I said before, I watched your channel and I watched your short videos and I was
Mm-hmm.
really excited. It's so
Okay.
interesting, very
Good.
interesting. And your speech, your voice, your, um, how to say, um, presentation. That's fantastic. I'm really interested. I will,
Great.
uh,
I
I can,
appreciate that.
you be sure that I will share with every your video on my page. Mhm.
Oh, I appreciate that so much. That's
Mhm. That's pleasure.
yeah,
That's
really.
pleasure.
Thank you. Thank you so
Don't
much.
mention it, please. That's pleasure. It's really interesting. I, uh, uh, I would say more that I will practice with your
Mm.
with your mm, videos how I do
Mm-hmm.
it. For example, actually, uh, I didn't see your mm, subtitles. I didn't see
Oh,
subtitles,
yeah.
but I think it
I don't
will will
know how
will
to do
appear.
that yet. I don't know how to do that. I think when I uploaded the video,
Mhm.
I clicked subtitle, but I don't know. Do I have to make the subtitles myself?
Uh, I
I don't
think
know. I have to learn more about that. I'm
no.
not sure.
I think they appear automatically, but not at
That's what I
once.
thought. Yeah,
That's
that's what
but
I thought.
later. It's for example, I
Okay.
will show you the screen.
All right.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I'll share.
Sure.
For example, this one. Oh, he is already. Uh-huh.
It's probably going to
Let
be a
me. Uh-huh.
commercial. Oh yeah.
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah, yeah,
So there's
yeah,
uh
yeah, yeah.
there's some
He has
subtitles.
appeared.
Yeah, there's
Um,
some subtitles. Yeah, it's
Tell you
appeared there. Yeah.
first, but so
Yeah.
how I do practice English?
What if you play the video on WebTalk, you will also see the subtitles, correct?
Uh,
Is
sorry,
that right?
I didn't catch enough.
If you, like, you're on YouTube right now,
Hmm.
right? What if you go to WebTalk?
Hmm. I got it.
Will the subtitles show up on WebTalk as well, like
Oh,
that?
okay, okay. I will do. I will do. I will make
Uh-huh.
my tutorial video about how to use your how to practice English with your videos and so.
Okay, yeah, no
Uh-huh.
problem.
Uh-huh.
Uh, What about let's see another video since you're there.
Mhm.
What about a longer video?
A
Does
longer
it
video.
play subtitle? Yeah. Okay. This one is quite long. This
Yeah,
video is like
here's it.
37.
Here's it. Mhm.
Are there
Uh-huh.
subtitles there?
Yeah.
Do subtitles appear?
Yeah, yeah. Appear.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
So there
That's
you go.
good. That's
Yeah, it
good.
works.
That's good. Am I speaking slowly enough for you to understand? That's great. Thank you. So really,
Yeah.
mhm,
Good.
that's
Yeah.
great.
That's when it's pretty challenging, right? I started doing these free classes sort of as a way to do charity to help the people in China
Mhm,
for this coronavirus, right? And
mhm,
I never imagined that it was going to become so popular. So I'm
mhm,
doing now, I do 4 broadcasts every week. I did one today, and my broadcast today had more than 60,000 participants
mhm,
in one class. So you
mhm,
have to imagine uh, when there's 60,000 and the chat window over
mhm.
there is going, there are
Yeah,
just so
yeah.
many chats. It's going like this.
Yeah.
It's so fast. So I'm looking at it. I will ask a question, like my lesson today was about what rules do you have at school or
Mhm.
at home or at work, right? And so I was like, what rules do you have at school? And right away was like, brrr, there were hundreds of comments like so I was
Yeah.
just like, oh my god. I try to read them, but as soon as I look at one, it's gone. So it's very challenging.
Mhm. Yeah.
I hope that the students get something out of it. It's when the comments are going by that fast, it's really just me talking and them listen. I try to make it interactive, but wow, when you've got that many people, it's like
That's
it's like
fantastic.
you're it's like you're it's like the same thing as if I were like at Madison Square Garden, like 50,000 people, and I'm trying to teach everybody English at the same
Mhm.
time. It's just
Yeah,
you
that's
don't get
fantastic.
any
The
one-on-one
whole
feedback.
life, it would be not enough to read every comment.
It's impossible.
Yeah.
The first one, when I had around 10,000 students, it was moving kind of like this, so I could
Mhm,
still read them. I could still read
mhm,
the comments.
mhm,
But
mhm.
now it's like
It's
more than
impossible.
50,000. Just it's like
Yeah.
a fan going. It's crazy.
Mhm,
So yeah. So the question that I have. So all right. So I've been doing these broadcasts to students in China, right? Because
mhm,
they're in coronavirus. So that's why I've started that with them, is to help them. But I wanted to somehow also, steer some of those people to
mhm,
watch my YouTube videos.
mhm.
The problem is there's no YouTube in China. It's blocked, right? They
Ah,
don't have
yeah.
Facebook. They don't have
Mhm,
YouTube. They don't have Google.
mhm, mhm.
All that's blocked. So, do you know if Webtalk is available in China?
Oh, actually, I don't know exactly.
Don't
Mhm,
know. Okay.
mhm.
I
But
don't know either.
I heard that some of Chinese people are mm, who attended some of Zoom chats. Uh-huh. I heard,
Okay.
mhm,
Okay.
I heard it. Mhm,
So maybe Zoom is available in China, but Web Talk, maybe yes, maybe no. Yeah.
mhm. Yeah. Uh,
Okay.
oh, Zoom couldn't be banned there because it is not site. It is not resource.
It's not a. Yeah, it's
Uh,
an
yeah, it
application,
is
right?
an
Yeah.
application, just an application. Zoom,
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
Zoom helps us record our chats and share with friends, and mm, just kind of
Mm-mm.
the tool for
Yeah.
interaction. Mhm.
Is there a limit to the number of participants you can have on a Zoom chat like this?
On a Zoom chat, I didn't
What's the
hear.
maximum number you can have?
I didn't hear. But maximum, I thought that one chat, it was kind of politician chat. Zoom, maybe over 100 person had, and so. But here's a limitation, time limitation for. If we talk both, we can talk over an hour, maybe two. I don't know exactly, but more than 3 and more. His limit time for 40 minutes. But it is enough.
It's already enough. 30 minutes is long enough, I think, lesson. And it takes a long time to upload video. If it's a 30-minute video, you try to upload it to YouTube, it takes so long. You know? If you have if you have a 5-minute video, it's very fast. But that one video, that one video that I uploaded that's 30 minutes long, it took, I forget, several hours, you know. So finally I uploaded it when I went to bed at night, and then when I woke up the next morning, it was already uploaded because it was taking so long.
Michael, let me ask you, what were you interested in my personality, in my channel? You've subscribed for my channel, and so it is really impressive thing for me to.
Well, I saw that you. So yesterday, you know, I just joined yesterday, right? So yesterday I did not know how to do anything on Webtalk. I was very confused about how the features worked. And so I just started searching, and I typed a search for different things, you know, like how do I tag people, or you know, Webtalk chat, or I don't know, join or referral, like just different keywords, you know, and different videos were coming up, and I kept seeing your profile kept being one of the ones that came up every time. So I was like, oh, let me check this guy out. He must have a lot of useful info there. So I clicked on your page and I saw that you had a lot of useful information. And then your page also helped me to find another guy, Scott, what's his name? Scott
Gerard.
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 Yeah, you had some videos of him, and that was very helpful for me. Some of his videos. He goes in a bit detail, so I try to fast forward. He goes in like a lot of detail. But that's good. It eventually I was able to get my profile all set up, and the one thing I haven't done yet, is to connect a Payoneer account, right? I haven't done that. And I tell you why I've not done that yet. I cannot find information anywhere online about what are the fees, you know, what does it cost to withdraw money from an ATM, or to move the money from your Payoneer account into your actual bank account. I do not see that information anywhere online. And I looked on the Payoneer website, and they do not disclose that information. So if you have any info about that, there's a lot of people on Webtalk right now that are curious about that, you know. But yeah, your Webtalk page looks very, I mean, I thought that you actually worked for Webtalk. You know what I mean? I thought you were one of the Webtalk developers or employees, you know.
Really?
Uh, yeah, it looks very like official Webtalk, you know. I was like, oh, like, let me talk to this guy. He must know what he's talking about, you know.
Mhm. Oh,
So
thank you. Really, it's funny. But I have no any, how to say, uh, connection with Webtalk developers, and I am just a casual user of Webtalk.
uh-uh.
Mhm. And
Uh,
I just try to make it popular, to attract my friends how to use it, and I'm very glad that my page were useful for you. Mhm.
mhm.
Uh,
Yeah,
and
very useful. It got me up and running, you know. Now I'm on there. I'm still learning how to do a few things. Like I haven't learned how to tag people in a post.
Mhm.
You know, I tried to do at someone like inside the message, and it didn't work. But if I do that in a comment, like at so and so, it
Mhm.
will tag them, but in a comment.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
was trying
Mhm.
I was trying to figure out how to do it inside my actual post
Mhm.
without having to
Mhm.
make an
Mhm.
additional
Mhm.
comment. So
Yeah,
I haven't figured that.
I've already came across to this problem. Yeah, I
Mhm,
was able to tag in comments, but couldn't to tag in my post, in my direct
mhm.
post. Mhm,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
mhm.
Well, maybe that's a feature that they'll correct in the, I guess they're still in beta testing, right? So
Oh, I think
hopefully that'll that'll come out.
they will do. It's constantly improving, changing something
Mhm.
different, and so even little things, it's so useful, becomes interesting to use it, and uh, people more enjoyable. And so I am personally, for me, I am looking forward to have it as a multilingual uh, interface of Webtalk, because I want to attract
Yeah.
more people from Russia who is not uh, who don't know English, and to use English words for them it is torture, kind of torture.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah.
but some of Russian
I
people
can
join
go ahead, sorry.
with. So please go on.
I was just going to say I can't imagine because if I hear Russian,
Mhm.
it's just like, oh my God. I watch a lot of MMA fighting, and I was watching, there's a lot of famous people in the UFC and in Bellator and in
Mhm.
ONE that are from Russia or like other countries that speak Russian, like Uzbekistan or Kazakhstan and
Mm.
places like that. And just the names are just so long. Yeah. And like a JZK, like too many
like
consonants together. I
uh,
look it up, I'm like,
like
oh, how do you say
Alexander,
that?
Dmitry, Evgeny.
Oh, like
Yeah.
Margo
Mhm.
Nargomedov or something like that, or
Uh,
Javidovich.
Емельяненко.
Javidovich. Yeah, it's very difficult.
Давидович. Ага.
Yeah. So I can imagine if and the letters are different. You guys have
Мгм.
like backwards letters and some other letters, compared
Мгм.
with English.
Мгм.
So I imagine, it's probably the same. Like if I'm trying to learn Russian, it's like, whoa, seems impossible. So
Ага.
trying to learn English from Russian, I can imagine it's difficult.
Мгм.
How
Uh,
many languages do you speak, Erdi?
uh, little bit Ukrainian,
Uh-huh.
little Kalmyk language. It is my mother language.
Okay.
Unfortunately, mm, uh, I know Russian language as mother language, but I don't
Okay.
know my mother language because it is
Uh,
um, long-term politic of Russia,
oh
policy
yeah,
of
yeah.
Russia,
They
and
try to
yeah,
crush
yeah,
the
yeah,
culture. Like,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. exactly.
Happens.
But I was interested in French, but quit it. I don't know, maybe later. But uh, actually, English language pushes uh, aside other interested because
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
If
like a lot
if you
English.
want to learn a language, you should learn English. And then if you have time to learn another language, learn Chinese. Those are going to be the most useful languages in the world in terms
Mhm,
of like economic, business, and just the sheer number
mhm,
of people who speak the language. I mean, there's
mhm,
like, what, 2 billion people in China that speak Chinese. And then outside of China as well, there are Chinese speakers. So um, English and Chinese, I think, are number one, in the world as far as like languages that you should try to learn if you can.
mhm. Yeah, yeah. Thank you. Uh, how many languages do you know?
Let's see. English, obviously.
Mhm.
I'm in a situation like you where I don't speak my mother tongue. So my mom is Brazilian, but I
Ah,
don't speak
uh-huh.
Portuguese. I didn't learn. I just know a few words from when I was
Mhm,
a baby. But
mhm,
she did not speak to me in Portuguese
mhm,
at home because, uh, yeah, the U.S. is kind of funny.
mhm,
People. Uh, my mom anyway had the idea that she just wanted us to fit in, like everybody
mhm,
else. Like she didn't want me to have an accent or, people think I was Mexican or something, like she had all these like perceptions, so she
mhm,
didn't teach me how to speak
mhm.
Brazilian, so I don't speak. So that's a long answer. So I'll tell you the short answer. I speak English, Japanese,
Mm.
Spanish, Indonesian,
Wow,
and Javanese. So that's 5 languages I've got.
wow, wonderful. My,
But I've got a master's degree in applied linguistics, and I studied in Japan. Like I went to university in
wow.
Japan,
Oh,
and I've been living in different countries in Asia for a long time. So uh, not my education and my travels
that's
have
awesome.
just
That's awesome.
helped me to pick up
Mhm,
languages.
mhm. Wonderful. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Uh, Michael,
Well, I think we've reached about 40 minutes
ah,
of this
no,
chat. So
when we are talking both, we can talk longer. We can talk longer.
oh, I see.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
But
All right.
I understand you might be very busy, and so you didn't plan to talk for a long time.
No,
But
it's okay. It's okay. It's
okay.
just that I have been teaching today.
Uh-huh.
All right. So now in Indonesia, it's almost 5 o'clock. Right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I started teaching this morning at 9 o'clock. Right. I did um, I did 2 live broadcast classes.
Mm-hmm.
I taught 7 private lessons like
Wow.
this, and then
Today.
I did an yeah today, and then
Wonderful.
I
Mhm,
did another lesson with a group of Chinese teachers
mhm,
uh, who are just completely confused about how to reach their students right now
mhm,
by online teaching. They don't know how to do it, right? Because Chinese teaching is like old school. Like Chinese teachers are like, sit down, be
mhm.
quiet, listen. Like
As a soldier.
write it down. Remember it, and later there's going to be a test about it. Like they don't do any kind of like group work or pair work or projects, like
Mhm,
none of that, right? So I'm trying to teach them how to just be better at teaching. Like that's like some 200-year-old teaching
mhm,
methodology. Like that's like what it was like when my grandmother went to school. Like you got to change that up a little bit. And I know it's like that's how Asian education really is, unfortunately. Like it's like that in China, it's like that here in Indonesia, it's like that, it's for sure like that in Japan, Korea. You
Mhm.
know, I don't know about maybe Thailand or Vietnam. Maybe it's a bit more laid back there.
Mhm.
I mean, you know, of course, there are some international schools that, especially like IB schools that teach the, you know, International Baccalaureate or
Mhm.
PYP, that do a lot of project-based stuff, you know, and like really interesting ways that they get the students engaged in learning. But
Mhm.
most of the schools in Asia, it's a lot of just like sit down, don't talk, be quiet, you know. It's for the student, it's very boring. They just have
Yeah.
to sit down for like 8
Mhm.
hours every day and memorize stuff, and yeah,
Mhm.
it's nonsense.
Yeah,
So
that's terrible.
yeah, it's a horrible way to learn, right? So
Horrible. Mhm.
I'm hoping that, you know, this thing that I've been doing with the Chinese teachers will grow into something beyond just them seeking information about how to do online teaching, because, you know, the schools are all closed in China right now, but the
Mhm.
kids are still getting homework from their teachers from online, and different teachers are doing their lessons different ways. Some of them are recording their lessons and then sending the video to the students.
Mhm.
Some of them are trying to do live classes with the students.
Mhm.
It's a few different ways they're doing it. But the teachers are all very interested to learn about what is school like, you know, where you teach, you know. When
Mhm.
I teach schools in an
Mhm.
international school, how do I teach classes, you know? So that's what I've been talking to them about, and they're very interested. So I'm really hoping that this will turn into something that grows, you know, in China and in other countries, that teachers will sort of change their way of thinking about how they teach in the classroom, you know, not just online like this, but actually in the classroom at school,
Mhm.
because it can be a lot more interactive, a lot more dynamic than what it is right now, you
Mhm.
know. It's
Yeah.
just people have to be willing to try new things, you know.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah. Uh, refer to this topic. mm, what do you think? Mm, is it possible to make Webtalk as a new educational resource? Uh, remote, uh, remote learning, remote teaching. Mm.
um I mean, is it possible? Yeah, anything is possible. I'm not involved in the development of it, but I mean, the technology does exist, right? It's just a matter of, are the developers at WebTalk, are they going to incorporate the technology that will allow us to do that? You know what I mean? Like, so for example, you know, okay, we can post YouTube videos there. That's
Mhm.
okay, but uh, that's one way that people can learn. But um, and okay, we can have a what is it, Zoom, you know, live chat. We can post our link there and share
Mhm.
it. But again, this is still reliant on YouTube and Zoom. You know, like what happens if Zoom changes or
Mhm.
YouTube changes, or it's never a good idea to rely on another thing, because
Mhm.
sometimes the updates
Mhm.
don't match. You know, like for example, you see all these little stars and things in my
Mhm.
window here,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
You see,
Yeah, yeah.
this
Ornament like.
is a yeah, yeah. So this is a program, a little app called ManyCam, and I recommend any people who are doing online teaching. You can change
Mhm.
anything that you want here. You know, I can change the backgrounds about that, and maybe if people are interested, I'll make a short tutorial video about how to, you know, you can use all
Wow.
different things. You
Oh,
know, I
that's
I can
interesting.
do all kinds. I can put a timer up here. Like I can say, okay, I'm going to give you 1 minute
Mhm.
to answer a
Mhm.
question. You know, like that kind of thing, right?
That's
I can
fantastic.
put masks on
Mhm.
my face, like whatever. You can do all kinds of stuff. But my point is that this is an outside program. And there were a few months where Google Chrome updated, and the update did not match with ManyCam. So ManyCam didn't work.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? So what happens later if like, say like a YouTube does an update, and then like Webtalk, not yet update to match, you
Yeah.
know, that then there will be a short time where, you know, nothing works. So they have to wait and constantly update, and they're always trying to catch up with the other developers, right?
Yeah.
Whereas if Webtalk would really be an all-inclusive, like be able to host their own videos, like without using YouTube, you know, and would be able to do live broadcasting. Like here's what I'd like to see. I would like to see the ability to have a live broadcast like this, like we're doing right now, on Webtalk. And then as soon as we are finished with it, it has been recorded, and then you have an option. Do you want to post this recording to your channel, or do you want to save it? So then boom, you just boom, post it
Yeah.
right away.
Yeah.
So then after it's done, your video is there. So then other students can come in and they can watch your old videos, you know, because what I see a lot of teachers doing right now is they've got a, you know, live broadcast on Zoom, and they've got all of this on their news feed, you know, live broadcast, but no videos. Like if I go to their profile, I can't watch anything. There's no content there for me to see unless I'm there for that live video. So you're missing out on a lot of traffic, you know, to your videos if the only because just imagine this, like it's only me and you, so two people right now. Now, if you post this video on YouTube or on Webtalk, well, maybe this video is a bad example because it's just two people talking. I don't know how many people are actually interested to listen to us chat, but for sure it's going to have a few people, you know, 10, 20, 100, whatever. But those are people that can't view it if it's only just a link, like watch my live Zoom video and that's it, right? If you post the video later, and that's what you're doing. And that's what I liked about your page. So I saw that you have been doing a lot of like interviews like this with different people, and then you post it on your Webtalk page. And that's a way to sort of like, you know, help spread the news about other people. So, you know, I think that's great what you're doing, you know, if, you know, other people can sort of hear my voice, you know, and that wouldn't otherwise know who I am, you know, and they may not like me, and that's fine, you know. Don't follow me if you hate my voice, you know, or that's okay. But if you do, you know, if there's somebody out there who happens to be watching this video and they like what they hear, then please follow me, you know, and let's talk. Let's see you in some lessons in the future. You know, that's what I like about what you're doing. You give that opportunity to people.
Oh,
Right?
thank you very much.
So thank you for that.
I'm excited to get such kind, very kind comment, feedback about my action, and so really it enjoy me a lot. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
You've made my day today. Thank you.
All right. Well, I'm glad. I'm happy that I made someone's day. And I'm gonna have to call it now. If you don't mind, if we could wrap this up. Do you have any questions you want to ask me, you know, before we leave? Like maybe one or two short questions again?
Yeah, I would like to ask you to say something to my viewers, and
Okay.
please,
Right.
just couple of words, just to motivate them.
So tell me a little bit about your viewers. I don't know who are most of your viewers. Other people like yourself
web talkers
learn
as me, who is learning English, who is willing to
Okay.
get more practice and
Okay.
about
All right. Yeah.
improving.
Yeah. I got it. All right. So give a shout out to people out there in Webtalk world. All right. So let's do that. So hey everyone out there in Webtalk land, welcome. Thank you for watching me and Erdi. Shout out to Erdi. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to reach out to an audience that I otherwise would not have the opportunity to meet. As I said before, guys, I'm giving free lessons. So if you want to improve your English, follow me on Webtalk and you can join my free classes, right? And if you bring 10 friends to my class and they follow my web chat account, I will give you a one-on-one lesson, just like what I'm doing now with Mr. Erdi, a free English lesson about anything you want. You know, you want a guitar lesson? I'll give you a lesson. I'll teach you how to play guitar.
Fantastic.
You want to talk? Fine. You want to do math? You want to just chat? We can talk about whatever you want. You know, I can talk to you about exercise or nutrition. I can talk to you about English. We can chat about, you know, how to use WeChat, how to earn money, how to find friends, how to help each other grow on Webtalk. Up to you. Anything you want. So it was great. This is my second day on Webtalk, right? So this is great opportunity for me. Thank you so much, Mr. Erdi. And I look forward to talking to you again. Yeah?
Oh,
Don't
thank
be
you
a
very much.
stranger.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you. Okay.
All right. Take care.
Bye.
Peace. Bye-bye.